Hi, I'm MJ, and I'm here curating the Recess bookshelf. I feel a range of emotions when I read a book. I feel a sense of empathy, I feel a sense of sadness, joy, grief, whatever it is that I feel like I am looking to feel in my life in that moment. I feel drawn to books that I think will offer that sense. I'm going to grab one. So I've got here The Autobiography of Red. It is a novel in verse written by the poet Anne Carson. I remember when I first read it over 10 years ago, I felt so moved by the lyricism and the language and the words and the world Anne Carson created. This little red-winged monster named Geryon. We go on this journey with him through his adolescence, and he meets somebody and falls in love, and it unfolds in a way that is a little bit tragic, a little bit painful, but also really, really, really beautiful. I would recommend this book to everybody, and most specifically anybody working through feelings around love and loss and the messiness of that. Growing up, I probably grabbed these at Value Village. Yeah, a lot of these books are Value Village, which I found to be first editions as well. I was probably 13 or 14 years old when I actually picked up White Oleander for the first time. And I was really drawn to the character who has a really complex relationship with her mother. And I remember that being a really formative experience as a child to see the world reflected in a way that was not black and white. Yeah. White Oleander I have up there, Middlesex as well. So a lot of stories around family, around legacy, around identity had always been really interesting to me as I was growing up and developing probably my own sense of self and trying to understand my own self, really. Yeah. I have here The Surprising Feminist History of Breaking Up, when I found myself in a season of difficulty leaving a relationship. And I felt like I needed to find resources or knowledge to help encourage me to make the really difficult decision for myself. So what is it you're feeling in this moment in your life right now? Take stock of that, because there is probably something that you can read and learn about in the process. Going back to a book, you will always find your way. It helps me make sense of what it is that I'm living through. Of course, you can take them out and you can feel free to make notes in the margins. I think that books have a life of their own and they're meant to be shared. And the book itself has a history and a life. So with a lot of these books that are thrifted, I often think about the life that they had prior to living with me or being with me and who owned them and the life that they once had. Keep an eye out on the Recess Instagram if you'd love to chat about any of the books that we've brought in. I'd love to have a conversation with you.